All right, are you good?
Never better.
Let's do this. Happy Halloween, you sports ballers.
You spooky bompies.
You spooky ballers.
You spooky sports ballers.
There it is.
You spooky sports ballers.
Yes. Guys, guess what? We are back in the Winner's Warehouse.
Winner's Warehouse. Winner's Warehouse. Des is just hitting the thing.
House. I think it's really sticking. Like, we had a couple other people say Winner's World. That would have been smarter. Or Winner's Winner's Wumbo.
I said Winner's Wumbo. You hated that.
I know. What was the other one?
Winner's. I don't remember.
Cool. Okay.
Winner's Wagon?
No.
The Winner's.
I remember specifically someone saying Winner's World.
Winner's World is
and
great.
And that makes a lot more sense than Winner's Warehouse. Oh, I touched my sunscreen.
I thought, you know what I thought was going to be? I thought you were like, oop, there's a booger.
Oh, it's everywhere now. Oh, man. Well,
Des, what are you?
Yeah, for those just listening, Drew and I decided to get in the festive spirit, and I'm a sunburnt tourist. Whoa, too much sun, except on my nose.
Yep.
What are you, Drew?
I'm Jeff Bridges from the critically acclaimed The Big Lebowski.
You know, I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know the Big Lebowski. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it's about.
His name's The Dude.
Okay.
He's just like a cool, kind of like stonery guy.
And he wears a robe?
He wears a robe. He wears drug rugs. He's very like lazy and not lazy like in a bad way. He's just like whatever. He smokes a lot of weed. He bowls. He goes bowling a lot. And then he's thrust into a crazy situation. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. But you know what's funny about the movie is my dad, hi Mike, always jokes. Well, not jokes. My nickname growing up was The Dude. He would always call me The Dude. And like all of his friends at the fire station were like, what's that? It's The Dude. And that's what the Big Lebowski is. So his nickname is The Dude. But it had nothing to do with that movie.
Oh.
And I didn't know that until I watched the movie in college for the first time. I was like, Dad, I'm watching like the reason you named me The Dude, like it's a nickname. He's like, I've never seen it.
Oh,
so I don't
really?
know. I don't know where that comes from.
So you were just called The Dude. You just exemplified dude.
I guess. Just because I'm like pretty cool. But really the whole reason I did this, not because I have a great love for the movie, but I was like, what can I do with a giant beard and a long hair?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it either going to be this or John Lennon?
Or John Lennon. We would like to address this. So Drew's in a show, so that's why he looks like the way he does.
I think we've addressed it a couple times.
But I don't think because I remember, I think our friend Connor McRaith. Hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor McRaith. Came to the show. Thanks for coming. Connor and his lovely wife, Steph. And my girlfriend all came Friday. Sorry, go ahead.
I posted a picture of you, and he said, I barely recognized you. And I realized, like, we haven't addressed, like, you're just really... The hair and the beard is just getting full.
And you know what's crazy? I've been growing it out. But, like, even I saw my therapist yesterday, because I go to therapy. And, which everyone should do if they want. And I hadn't seen him last week. And so it's been 2 weeks since I saw him. And he was like, whoa, I didn't recognize you. And I was like, it's been 2 weeks.
Man, a lot can happen in 2 weeks.
It's really getting crazy, though. This is the longest it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's not the longest my hair's ever been.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Which is pretty cool, I think,
That is a really cool story. Add it to Drew's Book of Stories.
Get it online. Linktree, Drew's Book of Stories. It'll be a coffee table book for the whole family. The holidays are coming up.
Speaking of holidays, so the Denver Broncos had their Halloween party last night.
Ooh, spooky.
So spooky. So I was busy looking at all of the costumes. I follow all the wags because I'm a stalker. No, I'm not. I just also think it's
What are the wags for the uninitiated?
Women. Thank you. It's,
You're welcome.
So it's not women. It's wives and girlfriends of the players.
Got it.
That's what wags is.
Got it.
Love following them. Love seeing all their cutie outfits. I think they're all absolutely perfect in every way. So I started looking at that before we were recording. I was like, we have to do a Halloween episode. We have to dress up. Very good idea. Very great idea. If only I liked Halloween more. Like, I used to dress up all the time for Halloween, and like putting together this outfit, I barely had any costumes, which is very sad.
I know, but I thought you do. Like, Halloween's one of your... It goes like...
It's
Halloween,
like you don't even know me.
Thanksgiving, your birthday, my birthday, Arbor Day, Christmas.
You said Arbor Day?
Uh-huh.
And I thought you were saying our birthday, but with a twist. Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Arbor
it's
Day.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day together.
No, the day for trees.
Totally. For those that actually are my friends, they know Halloween I don't care about. It's Halloween and New Year's Eve. It's like amateur night. Everyone goes out. You always have high expectations of what's supposed to happen, and it never lands. Like, and listen, I've always loved dressing up. Like, I'm a thespian through and through for the uninitiated. Those are annoying theater nerds. So I've always dressed up, but it just, as you age, you start to lose the sparkle.
Oh no, Des, we gotta get your sparkle back.
Gotta get my sparkle back, and it starts with the sunburnt tourist. And this sunscreen's going to be everywhere.
It's going to be everywhere. And what's going to be fun is we're going to clip things like we always do. And people will just be like scrolling and be like, what is wrong with those people?
Exactly.
Like that guy,
she should have put on some sunscreen on more than just her nose.
And that guy gives zero shits. Look, he doesn't even get dressed for a podcast.
Yes, exactly what they're thinking. But these players, I just want to point out what they dressed up as in case anyone knows or cares.
Yes, please.
Bo Nix, obviously just an F1 driver. I don't see Bo Nix going all out. Like,
no.
He just put on an F1 suit, and him and his wife, Izzy, they just were F1 drivers.
But you know what's funny is I see Izzy being like the wrangler of costumes, and like she crushes it with like couples costumes every year.
What?
Like, I see Izzy being the one
being that person.
Yeah.
I think they're just very like mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, Jarrett Stidham and his wife, Jarrett was the lion and she was Dorothy.
Okay.
We had Evan Ingram and his wifey as Matrix. Cortland Sutton, let me just tell you, Cortland Sutton, his wife Bria, she is a woman after my own taste. I love her. Out of all the wags, if you guys aren't following any wags, follow Bria. She is so freaking funny.
Okay.
What's
her handle?
Bria Sutton, I believe.
Okay.
I think. Anyways, but both her and Court showed up as the Lorax.
Both of them?
Yep. The big bellies, the mustaches, the
awesome.
big yellow eyebrows. It's pretty good.
That is good.
She kills it every year. Like, I love her. And she just, like, doesn't take anything too seriously. Like, for instance, this past Sunday, the second game, not in a row, but that she wore a sweatsuit to the game. Like, who needs to dress up and look all cute when you can wear a matching sweatsuit and still support your man?
I love that.
You know?
I love that.
One of the ones that gave me the biggest jump scare when I was like going through all the players' Instagrams and whatnot, Pat Bryant.
Oh my God.
He was speaking of Pat Bryant, great game. But he was Shrek, and it was like a close-up picture of him, and he was like, do I look like Shrek? As he literally has full green makeup
the ears.
to the two ears on, identical to Shrek. And I like that he had to ask the Instagram fam if he looks like Shrek. What is Shrek? Isn't he a zucchini guy? Like, what does he eat? What's his like go-to in the movie? Oh, onions. He eats onions. I think that's...
Everyone, ogres are like onions.
You peel them down and you try and get to the center.
Yep.
Is what they say.
They do.
So, yeah, in honor of the Broncos Halloween party, we're having our own Halloween party right now with our spooky sports ballers.
The Sportzball Halloween party.
Yeah.
And what kind of fun games are we going to play? We're going to bob for apple. Have you ever bobbed for apples?
Yes.
You have?
Oh, of course I have.
You know what's funny? There's like things that we did pre-COVID and then things that we do post-COVID, and we're like, that's disgusting.
In what world would I share water with anyone?
With just mouths gaping open.
I was going to say that's what a pool is, but pools have chlorine.
And no one's like, that's how you bob for apples.
Hi. Never want to see you do that again. And he does it again. That's so cool. Anything this week, we haven't really seen each other. I was gone.
I opened my play.
Yes.
Opening night sold out. Sunday matinee sold out. Hot take. I guess it's not a hot take, although I found this. This is just going to be for actors, so everyone else can fast forward if you want. But Des, you've acted in things.
I have been a thespian.
Do you like matinees?
They absolutely suck balls.
I hate matinees.
Yep.
It was a great show. We put on a great show. Everything was great. But there were like 3 cast members who were like, oh yeah, thank God, I love matinee. It's so...
That's a crime.
It's a hot... That's the hot take.
For the uninitiated, why matinees suck is typically it's all the old people that don't want to see a show at 7 p.m.
Yep.
So it is dead energy. Absolutely dead.
We had a great energy. You know what's weird? I don't typically think about the audience or the house, as we call them. But...
As old?
No. As bad about matinees. Truly, my thing when I think of theater, I think of nighttime. And if I'm doing a show and like I have to go backstage and like a ray of sun catches me, I'm like I don't like it. Okay. So that's my take. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, happy opening.
No, show went great. Everything went great. Had a couple good reviews.
Nice.
Someone said nice things about my performance.
Nice.
Said I had good comedic timing and a hang dog attitude, which is like I guess a comedy thing. I don't know.
Hang dog?
Like not hanged. Like
hang dog. What the hell is a hang dog attitude? You're just repeating it. You have no idea what it means.
Hang dog expression. Hold on. Having a dejected or guilty appearance, shamefaced. So I like that's my character through a lot of it.
You just look like you carry a lot of shame. That's what I think they said.
I do. Well, the character, not me.
Isn't art imitation of life?
Art imitates life, and life imitates art.
That is what I just said.
Yeah.
So
that's why I don't know. How was your week? What did you do?
I partied with friends all week.
Did?
I know. I had my friend Steven visit. We went out around WeHo.
Des hates every establishment in Los Angeles.
Dude, people in LA. Listen, say a lot of people in the back. LA sucks.
LA sucks.
Why do we live here? I know, we do.
I love a lot of things about LA. Yeah. But there's a lot of things that drive me insane.
Yeah, like for instance, when you go to a bar or restaurant and you're like, you want to order and they come up to you like you're the biggest inconvenience. How dare you want to order?
Yeah.
And first of all, for those who have not worked in restaurants, never wave a server over, never wave a bartender over. Don't do it because actually when you do that to me, I used to serve, for 10 years, I actually made it longer.
Yep.
I would see you wave and I'd be like, okay, 1 second. I would go to the back for nothing.
Yep.
Because I'm stubborn.
Well, that too.
That too.
But also I can agree and do the same thing.
Yeah. So either way, we went to 4 different bars and or restaurants and each place was awful service. They hated that we were there. It was unreal. And I am very sad because also in West Hollywood, a lot of places are closing down. Like I felt like LA is somewhat dying. Like it's very hard to go to a bar and be like, oh, this place is popping.
Yeah.
It's not happening anymore.
That
so
sucks.
Yeah, lo and behold. Any hooser, but I would love to talk about what else I did this weekend, and it's watching the game in the Winner's Warehouse.
Winner's Warehouse.
Let's do this.
Guys, my prediction happened kind of, but the opposite.
Oh my God. I was saying all we want is that.
Let me dust off this win column real quick. And 2-6, baby. Not last in the AFC West. Not for AFC East.
There you go.
Not last in the AFC East. Not last in the AFC West because we're not in the AFC.
No, that's actually impossible.
We'll get into more of it, but comeback, bounce back game.
Wow.
2-6 destroyed the Falcons. 34-10.
Wait, hold it right there.
Oh, sorry.
And what I have is another dub.
Boom.
Dub Club Winners Warehouse 6-2. If we put them right next to each other, we got a 2-6 and 6-2. How cool is this?
What did you have after 8 games for the Broncos? Do you remember what the record was?
I think I was going 8-0.
Yeah, that tracks.
No, I think I said 8-1 because the only loss I had was against the Eagles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And you won that one.
And I won that one. So far, I'm not doing bad.
No, I'm doing horrible.
Yeah, your record prediction sucks, and so does your team. We want to get into it?
I went first last time, didn't I?
I have no idea.
I never remember.
You want me to remember anything? There's no way.
I know.
Okay.
Do you want me to go?
No, I'll go. Okay, Broncos. Broncos versus Cowboys, baby. Let me just tell you, this entire weekend of games, I'm taking off these sunglasses.
I know, I'm getting dizzy for some reason.
Hurting my head, yeah. Whoa, it's sunny out. Careful, Drew, you're not going to like it. I said this weekend's game, and a lot of people didn't say it was the most boring NFL weekend ever. And like you'd think, oh, we just got 2 wins over here in Winner's Warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just absolute beatdowns.
Blowout.
I
Which is
know.
fun when you're the team that's beating them down.
It is nice, and it's so funny because I after the game I felt somewhat numb because you have to understand what honestly I can name two. Well, Titans, sure we beat them, but that was opening day.
Yep.
So energy was high.
Yep.
The only other game that I sort of was like, okay, like that's fine, was when we beat the Bengals, and that was 28-3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All other games, it has been close. The Eagles game, we were stoked that we won that. The Jets, oh my God, can't believe it was 2 points. Giants.
Game for the ages.
Yeah. Colts and Chargers both were losses in final seconds. So
Yep.
you have to understand.
Yep.
I've had 2 games out of 8 that so far. No, I've had 1 game out of math.
You can do this, Des.
I've had 1 game
Uh-huh.
out of 7 that I was like, oh, that was fine. That was an okay game,
Sure.
whether win or loss.
Sure.
So this is now my second game that I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, whatever, win or loss. Or it was fine. My energy is fine. So as a Broncos fan, I don't know what it's like to have a stable nervous system. Like the
Interesting.
fact that we won by 44 points, which is the most points Broncos have obviously scored all year.
Well, not 1 by 44. You.
Oh, sorry, we had 44
Yeah,
points,
yeah.
but the biggest, yeah. It's sort of crazy that I should be so stoked that it was a complete blowout, and I'm sort of just like, well, cool, on to the next.
And that's a hot take.
I know, but it's because Broncos have made me toxic. They have
Yeah.
made me toxic. They've made me only be able to watch games and afterwards be like, holy cow, I can breathe again. Literally, this Cowboys game, I was like, okay. Anyways, would she rather have a win over a loss? Obviously. But Cowboys versus Broncos, it was also known as the Des Bowl. For those that were around. Yeah, Javonte Williams versus Nick Benito. And unfortunately, Nick got very, very close to tackling Javonte. There was one moment.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
One moment. He didn't. But Javonte had a few touchdowns. Had a couple. But good for him.
Yep.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. And a lot of people are like, why don't you want to see your ex doing well? And I typically would be rooting him on, except for the comment he made about the Broncos.
I know.
So, yeah.
Salty.
Yeah, he is salty.
No, you're salty.
No, he's salty about losing me. So,
Sure.
We now have a 5-game winning streak, which is pretty exciting. 5-game winning streak. We are tied for the longest active winning streak with the freaking Patriots, bro.
I hate the Patriots.
You know what's crazy is Colts are number 1.
Yep.
Number 1 record, 7-1. The Patriots are 6-2, and the Broncos are 6-2. We now have the Colts, the Patriots, and the Broncos at the top of the AFC. Does it feel like it was 10 years ago to you?
Yeah, what the heck?
I know. 10 years ago, the Colts were balling out, Patriots balling out, and the Broncos were balling out. Even like 15 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because Patriots, no, Colts were good with only Manning.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah.
I'm probably wrong with this, but yeah, I think
I feel like those were his. In 2020, they had an 11-5 record, made to the playoffs and lost in the wild card round. But I legit have no
Who is
idea
their
who won.
quarterback?
I don't know. Can you look it up while I talk?
2020 Colts quarterback. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to be listening to you, Des, if I do it.
That's okay. But it's sort of crazy because blast from the past, you know, what they say, everything repeats is, I believe, the quote. Everything repeats, and we're in a repetitive moment right now.
Well, you know what's crazy is like everything repeats.
Everything.
And like it just keeps like repeating, and it feels like we're in this like repetitive moment right now. I was looking
You
up
were
something.
listening. Okay,
I
what was
yeah.
the quarterback?
Do you want to guess? Like, if I give you a hint?
Daniel Jones.
No.
Oh.
He used to be a quarterback. This was like one of his first years with a different team, but he played a lot of years in the AFC West. And then he went to play a different team. He has a bunch of kids.
Joe Flacco.
No.
I can hear Evan screaming right now. So whenever we mention Evan is our friend. He's going to be on the podcast next week.
Yeah.
So I watched the games with him this weekend. Knows so much about football. It's so impressive. But we sort of talk about it when he listens to the episodes. He just screams when we don't know things. So Evan, I hear you screaming right now. And I'm going to let you scream a little longer. I'm going to keep guessing.
Yeah, keep guessing, Des.
Okay, 5 kids.
No, a lot of kids.
A lot of kids.
I don't know if it might be more
7
than 5.
or 8 kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids. Can I get another hint?
He
played for the Broncos?
No.
Oh.
He played for the AFC West. He played in the division for a long, long, long time.
Long time. Patrick Mahomes.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes, had a little stint with the Colts. Everyone forgets about that.
Oh, Justin. Nope. Who cried? Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Quivers.
Oh, I call him Cry Me a Rivers. That's how I always refer to him.
And I call him
He
Phil.
was with the Colts?
He played for the Colts.
He has a lot of kids?
I think. Hold on. I'm on it.
Evan, I can hear you screaming right now. Of course, Phillip Rivers has 7, 8 kids right now.
Okay, so I typed in Phillip. The first thing that pops up, Phillip Rivers. The second thing that pops up, Phillip Rivers' kids. Because he has... does Phillip have 10 children? 10 children!
Sir.
Haley,
Sir.
Caroline, Grace, Gunnar, Sarah, Peter, Rebecca, Claire, Anna, and Andrew!
Oh, what's the Sound of Music song? So long, farewell. That's what they all sing every time Phillip Rivers goes off to a game. All 10 children line up and they're like, so long, Daddy, farewell, Daddy. Advita saying goodbye, Daddy.
Andrew is 2, Haley is 23.
Bro.
That's a lot of kids.
If I was 21 and my parents were still popping out kiddos, I'd be like, guys, what if we don't? That's what I say.
I feel really bad for Tiffany Rivers.
Is that the 2-year-old?
No, Tiffany's his wife.
Oh. Tiffany.
No, Andrew's the 2-year-old.
Oh.
I also feel bad for Andrew.
I feel really bad for Andrew.
What's the over-under of how many times they call, Andrew the wrong name?
Oh, I was going to say Andrew an accident.
That too. There's probably no way. No, I think they're, very religious.
Oh, well...
I guess you can still have accidents as religious people. I'm gonna get canceled.
Listen, even religious people, they're not immune from accidents. And we're not even talking about babies.
Yeah, no.
Any accidents.
Yeah, spill milk.
I spilled water earlier. You know what I mean? Accidents always happen. And kids.
Do you want to go back to the Broncos game?
Oh, right. Phillip Rivers. Nope. Broncos. So...
Rainbow Road.
Just picking me back up.
No, it was me this time, I think.
5-game winning streak tied with the Patriots. So we don't know what's happening in the AFC. It's pretty cool, though. I like this shakeup. I like it a lot. That was our 9th game won at home in a row. That is the longest streak in the NFL. No one has won 9 games at home in a row besides the Denver Broncos.
Current longest. I think there's a longer home,
Yes. Sorry.
Longest
current.
active home winning.
Current. Yes. There was also a comment that, when I was reporting about, envision this, and I was being the radio host, and I accidentally said they're 3 points behind instead of 2 points. Someone commented and was like, how did he not correct her when she said that? And I said, because Drew knows better than to correct me.
Yeah, I feel like a couple times today I've already corrected you, and I'm already scared about it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just let me live in this fantasy world. Don't do it. I'm a pleasure to be around. So Broncos, first in the AFC West and 3rd overall in the AFC. We have gone over that. You guys, it was the Rookie Bowl. Did I already say that?
No,
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I said it was the Des Bowl.
You are doing perfect and everything you say is correct.
Thank you. And the Rookie Bowl. So RJ Harvey, little rookie, I call him RJ Quinn Harvey. Like Quinn Harley? Like Halloween.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try and make that nickname happen.
Okay.
RJ Quinn Harvey.
It flows off the tongue.
It does.
And nicknames typically are longer than their normal names, so that makes sense.
He had 3 touchdowns. 2 rushing, 1 receiving. Well, his first touchdown, I believe, was 40 yards. That's the longest rushing touchdown that we've had since Melvin Gordon 2021.
Whoa.
Remember that guy? Remember
Melvin
that little
Gordon.
stinker?
Yeah,
I know.
I wonder how many kids Melvin Gordon has.
Yeah, just keep looking up how many kids.
I'm on it.
RJ Harvey, Jahdae Barron, our first round overall pick. He had his first career interception. Whoa. But it doesn't stop there because other rookie, Pat Bryant, wide receiver, Mr. Shrek himself, he got a touchdown. And he had a little Mile High salute in the end zone, which is pretty cool. So all these rookies showing up, showing out. One really cool thing is that Bo Nix, our offensive line, top in the NFL. It's not the number one, but I'm going to say it is. And what I say is what, Drew?
Right.
Always right.
Always right.
Bo, they didn't allow a single sack this game. They didn't allow a single sack. Now, Cowboys defense is what, Drew?
Really bad.
Yes. I'm just going to have you keep finishing. You have to guess what really bad. Okay, so fine. But Nix has only been sacked 8 times this year. 8 times.
Which is what, Drew? Good.
Good. Wait, I got it. Okay. Which is very impressive because, okay, the top of the list as far as like who has not, the second lowest number of sacks is Jalen Hurts. Can you guess how many?
7.
Okay. What? Bo has done 8. So it's second lowest. So he needs a more than 8. So he's at the
9.
top. Okay.
Oh, got it. Sorry. I was confused.
It's all right. I'm asking you to finish sentences. It's unfair.
It has to be up in like the 40s probably.
No, Jalen Hurts has been sacked 25 times and Bo Nix 8.
That's crazy.
Unreal differential. That is awesome. So
you know what Jalen says every time he gets sacked?
Oh no.
This hurts. You know what I mean?
Did you know Philip Rivers has 10 kids?
Melvin Gordon doesn't have any, by the way.
Oh, man.
I know. But he has a longtime girlfriend.
Okay, cool. Quinn Meinerz, speaking offensive line. Listen, everyone's going to be listening and be like, I feel like I'm watching a tennis match, a ping pong match. No, you know what they're watching? They're watching a ping pong inside of one of those machines. And they're just being darted around, you know?
A machine? What machine?
A ping machine. Where you have
pinball.
Pinball wizard. He's the pinball wizard.
Stop singing songs.
So Quinn Meinerz, he's on the offensive line. Listen, he's one of my top favorites. He was a candidate for top 5 of Dez's top favorite players. He was.
We actually, Dez had a back and forth with. Like a good convert, like DM'd him and he DM'd back.
Yes, Quinn Meinerz famously, because I've made it famous, he does reply to fans' comments, DMs, like which I think is really awesome because it makes a person's day. Quinn Meinerz, because people kept correcting me, and Drew, what do I always say when you correct me?
It's bad. Don't do it.
Don't yawn.
I covered it.
I know, it's fine. I'll start yawning when you speak.
It's not attached to the things you're saying. What's happening is this robe is cozy.
Then take the hood off.
But it's still cozy.
Okay. So Quinn Meinerz, what I think is so awesome, he started posting when he was in England. He was bird watching. So he would post the bird and then right at the bottom, bird watching. And it hasn't stopped since he left England.
He's still bird watching?
He's still bird watching. Like probably 2 times a week. I'll see on his stories and he'll just post a bird and it's zoomed up. It's like zoom times 10. Just a bird and he'll just post a song to it and say bird watching.
What do you remember what? We gotta do a Quinn Meinerz bird watch. And like every week be like, these are the birds he saw.
These are the birds he saw, yeah.
You gotta like figure out what birds they are.
I'll Google image it.
He doesn't say what bird it is?
No.
He's like, oh, look at this blue herring.
No, I wish Quinn, sure.
It might be a fish.
It might be a fish. Quinn, start posting the names because I'm really intrigued. But Quinn Meinerz, there's this clip of RJ Harvey hitting his first 40-yard touchdown. And Quinn Meinerz, he not only knocks flat on their back one Cowboys defensive lineman, he then goes after another, knocks him on the back. And then you think, oh, RJ Harvey has now ran past Quinn Meinerz. He can stop now. No, Quinn Meinerz turns around, sees another, and just shoves him down. He just absolutely annihilated 3 D linemen, and I think it's so cool. Quinn Meinerz, the gut. He can be called the gut or the belly, everyone. Love him. The only thing I will say, I mean, the numbers were insane. J.K. Dobbins have over 100-yard rushing game, which was sick, and which is insane because the fact that J.K. Dobbins had 15 carries and over 100 yards, and R.J. Harvey was the one that had 3 touchdowns, it just shows how many players are contributing to this team.
Well, and especially to have a 1-2 punch running game, which, like, even though we loved Javonte, like, that was a criticism for the Broncos for the last couple of years, was like having a weak running game. And now we have not one but two, like a solid 1-2 punch at running back, and that's great. We, and by we I mean you, the Broncos.
For sure, yeah.
I do that a lot.
Drew, everyone knows you've converted.
Not after this week. We'll get into the Dolphins, but
Copy.
I'm a believer.
Oh, sunscreen's on me
I've
again.
been staring at that little, like, hangy bit this entire time, and they finally got it.
It's everywhere. Okay, so, and one thing about the Cowboys, which was really impressive about our defense, is they have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, right, as their wide receiver duo. So you always hear about duos, like, for instance, Bengals, Jamar Chase, and what's the other, Troy Higgins, T. Higgins, thank you, sorry. So you hear about these teams that have a wide receiver duo, and I do think that is something the Broncos are lacking. We don't have that wide receiver duo. Some people are saying that if Bo Nix had better weapons at wide receiver, he would absolutely be in talks for MVP, right? Like, if he had what the Bengals had, maybe it would be up there. But I don't know. At the end of the day, what is better? Having two epic wide receivers, or having, I mean, we had Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Evan Ingram, like, all these players. I mean, Marvin Mims, like, granted, it wasn't a great game for him, but we have all these players contributing versus just two.
Yeah.
I don't know what is better.
I think the problem lies where Cortland Sutton is obviously your wide receiver one, but you need someone to step up to be a consistent number two. And, like, Troy Franklin had his, best game of the season, and upwards maybe his best game of his career. Young career, it's only his second year. But, like, he's also had some very inconsistent games. He's had some pretty big drops. There's been a lot of people that have been upset with Troy Franklin and how he plays. And so I think Pat Bryant had his first big game. I think you need someone to be that consistent number two, and then you can still have everyone else be good. But I think that's what I would say.
Yeah, I'm not happy with what we have. Like, trade deadline is coming up. A lot of people think we're trading for a wide receiver. I think we're Gucci. I think we're Gucci, man. You know? I don't think we need another. I think we're good.
Well,
stick with what we have. Let's not shake it up too much. Like, we brought in Trent Sherfield from the Vikings. Like, what has he done? Like, I'm not saying anyone coming to the Broncos won't do anything. Whatever. The last 2 points I do want to hit on. Bo Nix. So we have put up 77 points in the past 5 quarters, right? That's unreal. 77 points. Bo Nix, he leads total touchdowns in the 2024 draft class. Okay?
Wow.
He is above, so he has 52 touchdowns. He is above Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Okay? He is above Drake May.
Yep.
And he is above Caleb Williams.
Yep.
Okay? Now, Jaden Daniels, he has 40 touchdowns. People can say that, well, he's been injured. Okay? Well, that's the thing about being a good player. You can't get injured. I know injuries are a freak accident, but a lot of people look at quarterbacks or just players in general, think about free agency. That's all you talk about. Are they injury prone? So, okay, Jaden Daniels been out. Drake May, you could say, oh, well, he didn't start last season. He didn't start until a few weeks. Okay, but still, Drake May has 34 touchdowns. Nix has 52. So quick math, that's 18 touchdowns Nix has
impressive.
over 5 weeks. So if Drake May can get 18 touchdowns in 5 weeks, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Caleb Williams, number 1 overall draft pick, has 31 touchdowns. Nix has basically doubled his touchdowns.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, I was listening to Sirius XM this weekend, and they were just talking about the games. They brought up Drake May, how he could be a candidate for MVP. Where the hell is the MVP talk about Bo Nix? Where the hell is it?
I mean, you've been the first to say Nix and the offense hasn't been playing great as of the first few games. He hasn't. I'm not saying anything bad, but I do think overall this season Drake May has had a better game. Jonathan Taylor is having an insane season. There are other players that, as of now, are more deserving of MVP talk. Bo Nix is getting up there. This was absolutely his best game of the season, start to finish, with the exception of the pick he threw like right away. But aside from that, I'm just saying, no one really should should be saying Bo Nix for MVP so far. I think that's a little bias. Des is really mad at me. Please continue. I think Bo Nix is the greatest quarterback to ever live, and he can do no wrong. Silence is good for a podcast.
All right, my silent treatment is done. Did it work? Did you learn your lesson?
Yes.
Yes, he finally got there. Yes, Bo Nix should be MVP. So last thing I do want to say is it's so funny because I kept looking at you and I can tell when you're about to yawn and I felt like you were holding it.
Oh, really? I didn't feel one coming at all.
You didn't feel one?
No.
Okay, maybe it's your giant beard pulling your jaw down. So PS2, unfortunately, got injured. And you know what's interesting? It's a pec injury, but when he went down, he was holding at his knee.
There were two separate injuries.
Copy. Thank you for clarifying that. So what's going on?
I didn't see the second. So the first one was when he got hurt, in the first quarter.
In the first quarter, okay.
And he was holding at his leg and his knee. He went into the blue tent, but then he came back. And I didn't see what the second injury was.
Shoot,
but what I do know in the research is it's a second separate injury.
The pectoral injury, okay.
Which we all know is in your chest. Pretty cool.
You talked about that. We've all had a discussion about where is your pec located?
It's your chest muscle.
Okay, so I have to laugh about this and smile about this because it's not good.
Uh-huh.
It is not good, okay? So PS2, quite possibly, who knows, by the time this podcast is out, it might be an IR. Okay, as of this morning, he wasn't. The difference, if a player goes on IR, Drew, you might need to start listening to this because I'm going to ask you a question. So when a player goes on IR, that means they are out a minimum of 4 weeks. Typically, it's 4 to 6 weeks. So what's the difference between just a casual, I don't want to say a casual energy, oh my God, casual injury versus someone going on IR? Go ahead.
Oh, there are specific rules. I'm going to get this messed up a little bit. But
Wait, no, I'm asking, did you find out about PS2 that you looked up?
Still nothing specific.
Still nothing. So the difference is if PS2 goes on the IR, that frees up a roster spot to bring someone up. So that's why teams do that. So if they think PS2 is going to be out for at least 4 weeks, they're going to free up his roster spot. Okay? Now listen. I don't want this to happen, okay? He's DPOY. He's our number one player on the team. I believe that hands down. Next 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. We have the Texans. Mm-hmm. Not looking good. They are not looking good. Mm-mm. We have the Raiders. Looking pretty good. Just kidding. I can't even say that with a straight face. I know. The Chiefs.
Looking very
good. And then we have a bye.
Yep.
That's our next 4 weeks.
Yep.
So the only one that I need PS2 back for is
the bye
Chiefs.
week. Oh, the Chiefs. Sorry.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know if it's the end of the world necessarily.
Okay.
If he would go out at any time, sort of right now is that time. Because you know what I mean? Because if he went out against the Giants, I don't know if we would have won. If we went out against the Cowboys, maybe after the Giants would have been better because then we would have had him for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. That's literally the only other time I would be like, okay, this is a good 4 week stretch for him to be out.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
We're close enough.
Yeah.
Okay? So all that being said, it's not good. But I'd like to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
So with PS2 going out, now people are like, who's going to step up? The other side of the ball. The other side of the field. I know
where you're going with this.
Riley Moss. I don't know if you do. We've sort of talked about it.
Yeah.
Riley Moss, other side of the field, okay? PS2, Riley Moss, both corners. Mm-hmm. The uninitiated, they're on opposite sides of the field. They cover the corners of the field in the backfield, right? One little nugget about Riley Moss we can talk about. He's like one of two white cornerbacks in the entire league.
You know where the other one plays?
Isn't it for the Eagles? No.
Well, then there's three because...
Oh, there's three white cornerbacks. Who's yours?
Ethan Bonner.
Ethan Bonner?
Might be a safety now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, my God,
but regardless,
this guy.
Secondary safeties and cornerbacks, both famously not a white position.
Yeah, so everyone was like, white boy Moss, let's get in there. Now, I want to remind you guys, last year, Moss, he went out.
Cornerback, Ethan Bonner, cornerback.
Hell yeah.
And then Cooper DeJean for the Eagles.
Cooper DeJean. Riley Moss, he went out against the Bengals last year, and everyone panicked. Browns. It was the game we had against finger-licking Jameis Winston. People were freaking out because we had an awful game because Riley Moss was out, and everyone was like, get Riley Moss back in. This year, there's been an odd narrative about people being pissed about Riley Moss. Now, to those people, I will give credit. He has the most PIs, pass interference calls, on him than any other player. I definitely on the Broncos. I might say on the NFL. They said that stat during the game. I believe it's true. So all that being said, people aren't loving Moss and also like, oh my God, Moss is always getting beat, XYZ. And I've always said, yeah, he's getting beat more times because if you're smart, you're not throwing PS2's direction. Of course he's getting beat more because he's being targeted double the amount that PS2 is getting targeted. Is it the most in the NFL?
It looks like it.
It looks like the most PIs in the NFL. I would like to say he has allowed, Riley Moss, I'm talking about Riley Moss right now. He has allowed the lowest completion percentage, which is 44% of any NFL DP, defensive back, with 30 targets or more. Find a defensive back with 30 targets or more, and Riley Moss is at the top of the list. All right? So everyone sad about Riley Moss now being that guy that he has to step up because PS2 is out. That's an insane take. Riley Moss is stepping up for the Broncos. He is doing a great job. And you think that he's getting fleeced because he's being targeted double the amount that PS2 is. So look at the stats. He's the best with 30 or more targets.
I love that take because I'm a Riley Moss fleecer. He bugs me. I think he has given up some crazy plays, and I think, but also to your credit, Des, you are watching him next to, it's like comparing, like, nothing against Riley Moss, but you're comparing him to one of the greatest cornerbacks in Broncos history and in the league
NFL.
right now.
Yes. Yeah, so obviously he's going to look worse.
And what's really interesting is Riley Moss doesn't have any children currently.
Oh, man.
So that's cool. That's interesting. But he's a young guy. He's got time.
He is pretty young.
Yep.
So this is my justice for Riley Moss moment. I am very serious. So I'm looking in the camera. I'm very serious about, I need you to take me seriously about this, okay? Justice for Riley Moss. I don't want to hear anyone else talking crap about him because I'll come for you.
She will.
And I'm scary, as Drew knows.
I'm terrified of Des all the time.
So with that being said, that's all I got about the Broncos.
Oh, it's this eye. Guess what I'm doing?
I don't know.
Tua's tutty celebration.
Okay.
Tua's back.
Okay.
I hate this team. I hate them so much. What did we talk about last week, Des? It's a I know, but I forgot. It's a oh no.
You can say
abusive relationship.
Abusive relationship.
Remember? Mm-hmm. And right when I'm like, you know what? No, they treated me poorly for the last time. What do? 34 points against the Falcons. Tua goes for 4 tutties, 0 picks, and looks like a baller. And you know what happened? He woke up. Did you hear about this, Des? Why am I going so high? Did you hear about this, Des? He woke up with one eye.
What happened?
He woke up, don't know why, some weird allergy thing. Left eye, swollen shut.
What?
Swollen shut. And so he shows up. Look up a picture while I'm talking right now. Google Tua's eye.
All right.
And you'll see it. It was swollen shut. They gave him some antibiotics. It opened up just enough, a little sliver to see all of his receivers and just go ball out. After going 1 touchdown and 6 picks in his last 2 games last week, like I said, 4 touchdowns, no picks. And like I said, Tua's getting a little swagger back. After one of his touchdown passes, I think it was to Waddle. I think it was his 3rd touchdown pass. After that, hit him with one of these, covered up his left eye. It was just like, yeah, I only need one eye to play like a badass. So that was cool. I thought that was cool. Also, remember last week when I talked this was a while ago, when I talked mad smack about Rico Dowdle, and then he became one of the greatest running backs in the league? What did I say? Tua, step it up. You suck. Ollie Gordon, what are you doing? What happens? Tua has his best game of the season. Ollie Gordon scores his first touchdown of his career.
That's one of my notes that I wrote down while watching the game. I said, Drew called it.
I did.
Ollie Gordon.
I did. Ollie Gordon. And now, while we're here, I'm just going to do this. And people are going to think I'm crazy. And by people, I mean Des. But just hear me out.
I don't want to.
Watching the game with a friend of mine. Shout out Spencer. He's in the play with me. So we hung out before our matinee, watched the game. And he's like, Ollie Gordon, that guy looks kind of cool. He's kind of got, and he said it, not me, a Derrick Henry vibe.
Uh-huh.
Now, Derrick Henry, 6'2", although some listed him as 6'3", which means he's probably 6'2". 252 pounds. Okay? Runs a 4.54 40. Ollie Gordon, 6'1", 227, so not as much meat on his bones. Runs a 4.6, just under a 4.5. Could the Dolphins have found their little Derrick Henry? You're silent. You are silent.
Yeah, because I disagree. But I'm just letting you. You said hear me out. I'm hearing you out. And you said you're going to think I'm insane. And I'm literally thinking that. So everything you said I'm going to be doing, I agree with what you thought was happening.
Just pretty cool.
Uh-huh. I disagree. But that's a cool statement.
It's coming. It's got a lot of time to come into his own.
Okay.
This is only
for sure.
Only his 8th game of the season.
Uh-huh.
But with Devon Achane, our fast, speedy little guy, we needed a big bruiser, and that could be Ollie Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And also the other thing about comparing him to Derrick Henry, which I know is insane, especially because we're about to play them and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, so let's see how they go up against each other.
This could backfire in a
Ollie Gordon is Derrick Henry. We're
big
gonna see
way. You know what else I want to talk about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mike McDaniel and how he bugs the ever-living hell out of me in his dumb post-game press conferences, pre-game press conferences, ums and ahs and whatever. Have this guy win a football game and put him in a locker room, fired up. Didn't hear a single He was super pumped. And what's crazy, see, this thing that bugs me, the locker room seemed into it and into him. He said he was the Oprah of game balls. He gave every player on the team a game ball because it was a team win.
Aww.
Which was super, super cool. But then what I really want to talk about, which gave me chills and I got all pumped. Jonah, I looked up how to say it, and Savaiinaea, I think. He's a Hawaiian. He's actually from like Tafunga, which is in it's next to Hawaii.
Ooh.
I learned a lot about this. It's a territory. It's a United States territory. He was born there, but he went to the same high school as Tua.
Cool.
And so he's a rookie. He's had a really rough year. PFF has graded him as the worst guard in the league.
I hate to see
Really,
it.
really bad. But he had a good game, and his teammates knew he was struggling. They knew it was a big moment. He played really well in this game. So after it all, instead of breaking it down, instead of everyone putting their hands in and going, 1, 2, 3, let's go, he performed the Haka. Do you know what the Haka is, Des?
I love the Haka.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's when they come in, and I'm going to say this terribly wrong, but I've seen it with rugby players.
Yeah, so and this is the name of the New Zealand rugby team, the All Blacks, that's the name of the team, they typically do it before games. But the Haka is a Samoan and Maori war dance that dates back centuries, and they would do this intimidating. Their eyes are really big, their mouths are big, they slap their chest, slap their legs. It's this really cool thing. So Jonah's been doing this since high school and college. He led the all-Polynesian team in it before games. And so he in the locker room was leading the Haka. And you can hear Tua in the background doing the Hawaiian surfing. I'm not going to do it, but they do it in Moana.
Haven't seen it.
You've never seen Moana?
No.
There's 2 of them.
Yep.
All right, anyway.
I love The Rock. Anyways.
Great. So it was just whatever. It was a really cool moment. Everyone was fired up, and I found myself, I hate them so much. And as hot and dumb as my Derrick Henry, Ollie Gordon take was,
I didn't say that.
I did.
Okay.
As crazy as it is, I found myself being like, I'm going on a nice little run here. We're not going to. And I know that. I know that.
I would just like the sports ballers to know. Drew texted me immediately. Actually, the game wasn't even done. And he goes, Dolphins are going 11-6. So that's what we're dealing with over
And
there.
I know, but I text that in comedy, in the form of a comedy joke.
Think so.
Yes, I do. Of course I think that. Do I sometimes in the back of my head think how crazy it would be, and they'll write it in the legends of forever if they do have this amazing comeback? But I know they won't. Because here's the problem. We're playing Thursday night football against the Ravens. Most likely Lamar Jackson's coming back. The team's going to be fired up. Lamar Jackson's going to be fired up. We're going to get our asses stomped. But what if we don't?
What if we don't?
What if the Haka gets all... What if they have this new thing? They come out, they do the Haka before the game. Ooh. Everyone's going to be fired up. Ooh. Goosies. And then we stomp Lamar Jackson. Oh, how's your hamstring? Don't care. Sit down, Lamar Jackson. Sit down, Derrick Henry. And then we come back. Now everyone's like, hold on. The Dolphins won 2 games. Tua throws for 4 more touchdowns. Has a 350-yard game. See, if that happens, then I'm really going to be a danger to myself and others. What else? Other things that I want to talk about. Interesting. Oh, I do want to talk about this. There's 2 more things I want to talk about. Okay? First thing I want to talk about, Des Storm Duck. Mm-hmm. He was hurt in the first game of the season. Aww. And then he was out for a while. Remember, he had a hurt duck or a hurt wing.
Quack, quack.
Came back this game.
Hi, Storm.
Season-ending knee injury.
Oh, quack, quack.
So our boy Storm Duck is a goner. Zach Wilson came in after Tua. They not because Tua's playing bad, because he was playing really, really good.
So that's one of my notes.
I know.
Why?
Don't know. Here's the thing. Zach Wilson, I looked today at this present moment, he is listed as QB 2.
So you're saying Ewers really blew
it.
Blew
big time
it.
Ewy.
Yeah.
I think with the last game last week when Tua got benched because he was playing horribly, I think McDaniel just wanted to see what his rookie had. He knows, Wilson's played games before in the NFL.
Copy.
And so I would, that's my only guess.
Loved it. Love to see it.
He played fine. Whatever.
Great.
Anyway, my last thing I want to talk about, because I was talking about coaching searches a couple weeks ago, and I gave insane takes that you thought were stupid.
Yeah, and so did Evan.
And most other people on the planet.
I think everyone did.
Yeah, it's fair. What I did hear, I heard this again, there are rumblings, tiny little baby rumblings, that Mike Tomlin could be, the patience could be wearing thin with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is one of the greatest coaches. He's never had a losing record. Almost always gets to the playoffs, but they've lost in the wild card round. They haven't done well in the playoffs. They have a losing record currently. I think they're 3-4 right now. So there are some little rumblings. So I was like, what if Mike Tomlin, what if he gets fired or they mutually agree to part ways? And then he comes and plays for Miami. And I'm like, that would be great. I love Mike Tomlin. He's a great coach. Don't know if he ever will. Because you know the history with the Dolphins and Mike Tomlin?
No.
In 2007, the Dolphins interviewed Mike Tomlin for the head coaching job. And they were like, let's see what this guy's got. And no one can figure out who. I did a lot of research. But one Dolphins employee that was close to the coaching decision said that, quote, Mike Tomlin was too hip-hop for the Dolphins. Such an effed up thing to say. Really messed up. So what happens? Mike Tomlin goes and coaches for the Steelers. Hall of Fame coaching career. We hire Cam Cameron. Guess how Cam Cameron did? He went 1-15.
Oof.
So I don't know if Mike Tomlin, even if he was fired, would ever come play for the Dolphins or coach for the Dolphins.
I wouldn't.
I know, but I just thought that was interesting. So those are my head coaching antenna. God. But if they play really well, here's the thing. What if they play really well and then Tua stays and then Mike McDaniel stay and then everything could be good again? But it probably won't be. We won a game and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Got to stay in the present. Stay in the present.
We're 2-6.
Yeah, you are 2-6. You got to stay there.
You only have the next game. You just got to look forward.
Yeah, exactly.
The Ravens.
Okay. Don't, just right now. You don't need to think about anything else.
2-6.
Yes, 2-6. You keep trying to go forward, and I don't want you to do that.
1-0 in last week.
Yes, that's all you got to think about right now.
Yep.
Trying to help you out.
Pretty cool.
Nothing else.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get in a league cash-up, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, but before that, guys, we've been asking for reviews.
And we've been getting them.
Can you, while I go over the spot, can you?
I got you.
Thank you so much. So we said, this is now second week, we said we need reviews, and people are doing it. So this is now Spotify comments and Apple Podcasts reviews. Did you text it to me? Or what did you do? Or you got the Apple?
I have the Apple one up.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. So let's read a couple of Spotify comments. Heather Shuck. I cackled at the police and picking nose story. Amazing. Heather, you're just making him feel good. At this point, no one, at least someone laughed. You know what I mean?
Comedy comes from what we know and we relate to. So Heather.
So you're saying Heather?
Not saying Heather picks her nose in her car, but she relates to the story and finds it funny. Maybe someone she knows picks their nose. Maybe it's her kids, and she's like, "You guys have to stop picking your nose. There's cops right here."
We must all stop picking.
I've never picked my nose in a car.
For
by the way.
sure. Go ahead.
Thanks, Heather. Also, Jesse Gutierrez said, "Shout out Broncos. Here for the Broncos content. Also, you guys are funny."
Go Broncos. You're right. I honestly, who wants to talk about the Dolphins? This is now the second week in a row that people are like. No more Dolphins, please. But you know what? Maybe it's because you guys have been losing. No one likes to talk about losers.
No, but also, we're funny.
Yes.
Really cool.
Clint, better win for Denver or worse loss for New York. So he's talking about last week. Also, Clint, we're not even going to talk about your comment. We're going to talk about your team. He's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Hey, Clint.
You want to talk about that? So it was a better win for Denver because your team sucks.
Yeah, Clint.
Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
Come at me, Clint. He's like 8 feet tall and could murder me.
Yeah, it's so true.
But
Drew
come at me, Clint.
Drew's a Chihuahua. He has a big bark.
Kira, our friend Kira, I would say probably one of the biggest Sportsball fans in the world. Really, really kind. Says, I demand a leaf blower man interview. And Kira, what I want to say to you real quick, you're mean to me a lot. So I'm going to be mean to you for a second. It's 2025, Kira. We don't know what gender the leaf blower is. Anyone can be a leaf blower, okay? So that's really messed up that you would say leaf blower man. Don't assume.
Hey, Kira, it is a man. We've actually seen him. So I'm just going to say you are right. But
messed up, Kira. Yeah. Really messed up.
And Sean Batten, what up, Batty? Best game to go to ever. Won't forget it. I know he's talking about the New York Giants game. Yeah. Dude, unreal. I'm so jealous of everyone that got to go to that game. You guys, historic game. Game. We're still reliving it. 100%. You know what I mean? What I want to get into is I think it's Broncos satire.
Oh, at the very bottom, at Denver Broncos Satire on TikTok. Go follow that guy. Basically just said that Des and Drew give the best analysts of NFL teams whose mascots are mammals, which is pretty cool.
That is so true.
That is true. We do give the best advice. I inexplicably love the Dolphins. No, I don't. I've explained why, and it makes perfect sense to everybody.
He goes, best analysis, the Dolphins mock him with squeaks and chortles. The audience can't help but feel empathy for his downtrodden demeanor and suffers weakly. Des has a cheerful demeanor that lifts the audience a mile high. Her insight and fashion sense are always on point. Thanks, Broncos Satire, especially right now.
Obviously right now.
It is still a mystery of Drew who roots for the Tampa Bay Rays or if Des roots for the Buffalo Bills or CU Buffaloes. So this is where my antennas start going up. Yeah. And I'm like, what type of AI shit is this, Broncos Satire? Because in what world would I root for the Buffalo Bills?
And where did Tampa Bay Rays come from?
Because you're a ray of sunshine. Perhaps this shall be revealed in future episode. Despite rooting for different teams, the two of them bring balance and harmony that please the ear. Their charm they're like a fresh breeze. All other podcasts are as noisy as a leaf blower. Jason, aka Denver Broncos Satire.
So Jason. We love the review and we love all of the love you give us. Come on, man. Did you just type a bunch of things into AI?
That's what we gotta call it out.
We gotta call it out. Or did you just look at a thesaurus?
Dude, listen, you know what I was thinking? He might be an English major. Because the words, I've never used those words in my life.
Chortle?
Chortle? Wait, it's a dolphin's chortle, right?
Dolphin's chortle, but chortle's like a laugh.
Yeah, dolphins will squeak. Or chortle.
Yeah.
So it's either AI or you're just way too smart.
Either way, we love the review. Thank you so much. But if we're on to something, if our AI antenna worked, tell us. Okay?
I think so.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah. So thank you for the reviews. Keep them coming. We're going to keep reading them.
Very kind.
All the way through.
Never
all right.
doing that clap thing again. That was weird.
League catch-up, guys.
Yeah.
So like we said at the very beginning, all the games have been extreme blowouts. This was the most boring weekend of NFL football. Besides, one game. This is Jets versus Bengals. And guess who finally got their first win?
The Jets. Don't hate the Jets, but whatever.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. I feel so happy for them. Behind the scenes, the owner came out 2 weeks ago, or before this past weekend, and basically was talking crap about Justin Fields and was like, I would love it if he didn't get interceptions or could pass the ball, which was extremely, in my opinion, IMO, classless. Owners, you don't do that. Like, you don't show your hand. You got to be a poker player. Don't show it. Like, because if you say you're not happy about your quarterback, there's no way fans are going to be on your side, because either way, they're going to be like, you're the one who brought him in. You're the one that allowed, you're the owner. You're the top dog. We all look at you for this. But afterwards, Justin Fields at the podium, they were just asking about how he did. He said he found himself at one point leaning. Oh my God, words. He said at one point this week leading up to the game, he found himself lying in his closet on the floor crying. That is so sad, but holy cow. I would.
Yeah.
I would if everyone in the NFL is mocking you about how you can't win a game, and then your owner, like, it's like your own team turning against you.
The exact quote, just because I think it means, like, the exact quotes were, it's hard when you have a quarterback with a rating that we got. If we could just complete a pass, it would look good. Like,
dude,
F off Woody Johnson or Wood Johnson, whatever the hell your dumb name is.
Unreal. So that was the closest game, 39-38. And listen, people would be like, oh my God, Bengals, how'd you lose to Jets? It was only a matter of time before the Jets finally were craving that win.
Well, and what's crazy, the Bengals were up 31-16 at one point. I mean, the Jets, it wasn't anywhere as crazy as the Giants-Broncos game, but they came back. They had some crazy things happen. And who threw the winning touchdown? Breece Hall, their running back.
Might as well give it to the running back if we're nervous about Justin Fields.
Exactly.
You know?
But Justin Fields, I think, had a really good game.
He had a really good game.
And I like Justin Fields. I like him a lot. I think he's kind of been knocked around the league a little bit. And I like Justin Fields. I don't feel good for the Jets. I hate the Jets, but whatever.
But I also think we're not looking at the bigger picture as far as if we're... listen, I'm not friends with any Jets fans. All I know is that kid that was interviewed this week that went viral. And he's like, God. I hate being a Jets fan. I was born into this. God bless him. Aaron Rodgers came into the Jets and had almost tanked his career. Like, we're not looking at the bigger... Like, it's the Jets. Period, hard stop. It's not these quarterbacks that keep coming in. You got to figure out what's rotting underneath, and it's not your quarterback. So I'm happy. I'm rooting for Justin Fields because I think Jets is where quarterbacks go to die. Like,
100%.
They have not had a good quarterback. So they're not looking at the right things.
Yeah.
So that's what they got to look at. So that was super exciting for the only game that was close this week.
I know. I mean, we got to touch on Eagles-Giants. Cam Scattebo out for the season with a dislocated ankle.
Oof.
I don't know if anyone, I mean, if for anyone who hasn't seen it, if you are even kind of squeamish, do not go searching for this video. It is really, 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 it's very graphic.
Go look at it.
Do whatever you want. But it's, I mean, it was gnarly. And what's crazy about Cam Scattebo and this guy is insane in a great way. He's tough. He's wild. He hits his head before games. But I don't know if you saw this, Des. He landed dislocated ankle and, you know, adrenaline's happening. Everything's rushing. He immediately lifts his hands up to his teammates like, all right, pull me up. I'm going to go walk off the field. Without an ankle and his leg, his foot dangling. And then all of them like turn around and go, oh, no, no, no. And one of the players is like immediately waving. I mean, again, there are people that are like, this could completely change his career.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a career-altering injury. Famously, Dak Prescott did suffer a very similar injury, a very graphic leg or ankle dislocation. He came back, is playing fine. So it can happen, but very different positions, quarterback and running back. So
one thing they showed Jackson Dart in slow-mo.
Oh, yeah.
Literally screaming like a forlorn lover, like, God, no, why? And then Scattebo on the cart. What does Jackson Dart do as Scattebo's on the car and about to be carted off? He comes over, headbutts him. Ugh. It's like an I love you from the two fraternity bros.
But I don't know if you saw this. So do you remember Big Dom for the Eagles? Mm-hmm. He's the basically head of security. He's just a big Philly guy on the sidelines for the Eagles. Did you hear what he did?
No.
He visited, so after the game, he visited Scattebo in the hospital with pizza and cheesecake.
Oh, Big Dom.
And I can't think of a more just bro-y, not flowers, not a get well card. It's just hey bro, heard your ankle got messed up. Here's pizza and a cheesecake.
Why doesn't everyone have a security detail?
I think they all do. I think he's not. I think he's also. He does something else. He is. Yeah. This says he's the senior advisor to the general manager, director of game day coaching operations, and chief security officer.
Ooh.
But I think they all have some kind of something. But he's just. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought that was sweet. What a. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. So, but yeah, also Barkley had his first big game in that game, rushed for 150. It was his first 100-plus yard rushing game of the season because he's kind of had a slow start to the season. So, thought that was pretty interesting. Des, next game, you go. What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the Colts.
Okay.
Colts versus Titans. Obviously, they beat them down. We talked about how they have the best. They're at 7 wins. Okay. But what is going around is Carlie Irsay-Gordon. That is the Colts owner. So I believe his name was John or Jim.
Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay passed this year. Mm-hmm. So Carlie and her two sisters, Kaylin and Casey, took over May 2025. They all have it's CEO, COO, I don't know. They're all at the top, right? Which I think is so cool. That's succession to a T. It's awesome because she is the only owner that is down on the field, has a headset in, and is taking notes. And she's going viral because, one, she's a female owner. It's very rare in the NFL. And two, she's literally doing this because she'll see a play happen and maybe it goes wrong. And she's like, I want to know, did that player run that route wrong? Okay, maybe he did, and I am gonna, she didn't say this, but I'll dock him a point. Or was it a bad call? Was the coach the one in the back call? Was the coordinator? And she literally said, she goes, I'd recommend this for anyone. Yeah. Paying anyone millions and millions of dollars. I think it's really cool. And she took over May 2025, and look where the Colts are now. Their best season in over 5 years. And I don't know. I just hate to say it, but I think us women know football.
What does Beyonce say?
Who run the world?
Girls.
Carlie Irsay-Gordon.
Carlie Irsay-Gordon.
That's what Beyonce says.
That is in that song.
So, super stoked. You guys should definitely follow her. If anything, I would love to see the Colts win just because of how she is approaching this game and her business. Why aren't we seeing owners down there? They're all in the box, mainly because if they stand for too long, they might pass away.
100%.
But Carlie, man, she's young. Young for an over. She's probably 40s, 50s. She's working it.
I'm on it.
Uh-huh.
She is 45.
That's great. Oh, my God. She was so right. Yeah, so there you go.
3 kids.
Yeah. Wow.
So she's also a mom, which is famously the hardest job in the world.
It is.
Yep.
Also, the Steelers-Packers. Guys. What the hell did we see out there? And I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm talking about the uniforms.
Those were god-awful disgusting.
So I had to look it up. I was like, okay, first of all, they look like a t-shirt. It looks like these players are wearing a t-shirt. And also, the throwback uniforms, the Broncos famously have the best throwback uniforms in the league. I think those and the Eagles.
And the Dolphins.
You think?
Dolphins have, I think a lot of people like the Dolphins.
Yeah, top five. Yeah. Dolphins are pretty good. Steelers, typically you want to have throwbacks so you have an alternative to sell more jerseys. That's the idea. Granted, the Steelers back in 1933, that's what they looked like. That's what the uniforms looked like. You can honor it in different ways.
100%.
They looked like ripe bananas out there. Just bananas with brown spots everywhere, and it was so ugly. It was so awful. And also, this really solidified my opinion of Aaron Rodgers being the absolute worst person I've ever known. He looked miserable the entire time out there. He was talking to the refs about a play call, and another one of his teammates came over. He pushed his teammate out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. He just looks freaking miserable. And I am rooting for his downfall.
Wow. Okay.
You've heard it here. Probably, I think I've said I don't like him. But I mean, it would have been cool if the Steelers beat the Packers because that means Rodgers has beaten all 32 teams.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So Rodgers, hate to say it, you suck. No, you don't. It's fine. You're doing fine. I just don't like who you are as a person because of the energy on the field that you were doing towards your teammates. Not the opposite team. He was more smiley and chummy towards the Packers than he was towards his own team. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So that's what I have to say about the Steelers Packers.
Rodgers, you're on Dez watch.
Yeah, dude.
It might be past Dez watch. You're on Dez.
No, he's on my shit list.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
I want nothing to do with this man.
Goes Dez watch, then Dez's shit list.
Yes.
Then assassination.
Then assassination. So Rodgers, you don't want to get there. You don't want to get there.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I want to talk about real quick the Patriots-Browns game, not because it was exciting, because it wasn't. A couple things I want to talk about. One, Myles Garrett had a 5-sack game. And this makes me like Myles Garrett, not because he's good at football and he had 5 sacks, but he had 5 sacks. It's like a career game, right? Mm-hmm. You'd think he'd be all pumped. Hell yeah, I'm playing a good game. No, he was pissed. Seen on the sidelines, screaming, freaking out, and at one point, there was a photo taken of him on the bench with no one else next to him. He was by himself, like just dejected and angry. And what that means is what's most important to Myles Garrett is winning. He doesn't care about personal stats. He doesn't care about stuff like that. He wants to win a game. Dez disagrees with my take.
I'm giving him a face because Myles Garrett chose to stay on this team for money. So I disagree with that already. His number one top thing isn't winning because he would have left the Browns if that was his top thing. His number one top thing is making as much money as he can. Both which are not wrong. I'm just saying I disagree with your take.
I would say almost every NFL player's number one thing is making as much money as they can.
Some people say I want to win a Super Bowl.
Some people say it, and then
Myles Garrett,
they're offered a bunch of freaking money.
And with his actions, I think he chose. There's no way staying on the Browns team you are ever going to see a Super Bowl in your career. And Myles Garrett chose money over Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying him sitting there and being like, oh man, all I want to do is win. I disagree with that because you wouldn't have stayed on the Browns. I would have, if I was a player and I was tired of the organization, I was tired of the way that everything has gone about. Like, they signed Dak Prescott, the Browns, and they have 5 quarterbacks on their team. They have no idea what is going on this year. You would go to a different team if you actually cared about winning and wanted to leave more of a legacy than just money to your name, in my opinion.
See, here's the thing. Because I was thinking about this. This is a little peek behind the curtain. I was like, you know what? Doesn't I need more like sports podcast like arguments? Like, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
Totally.
And I want in my bones to be like, no, you're wrong. It's a good rebuttal by Dez. It's a really good take by Dez.
It's because I'm giving him a look and he's scared to say
no. I'm dead serious. I'm like, God damn it, that's a good take. The only thing I would say back to that is, and every fan wants to think that every player feels this way about their team, but I think the 2 most important things to players are money and winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But a lot of times, you know, fans or players get traded. Players leave in free agency for one of those 2 things. But some of it could be like, you know what? No, he loves the Browns. He's been with them, I think, his entire career. I think. And he's like, you know what? I want to stay with this team. I want to stay with this city. I love the fans. So maybe that happened too. Probably didn't because it's the Browns. But anyway, that's my take. The other thing, speaking of the Browns, I also texted Dez at one point after Dylan Gabriel threw his 2nd interception and was playing a really bad game. And I was like, Shedeur Sanders watch. He's probably coming in soon. He didn't come in. Why? I didn't realize this because I'm an idiot. He was not eligible to play. He was on the injury report and had a back injury. Didn't know that. So that's why he didn't come in, maybe because he couldn't.
How? What?
I don't know. So, but here's the thing. I think the Browns have a bye next week. There's a lot of time left. A lot of Browns fans are like, can we at least see Shedeur for 1 game? And if you're the Browns, why not? You are 2-6. You're not. No team is doing anything with a 2-6 record except the Dolphins probably will. But yeah, that's the only team. Yeah. But if you're 2-6 for anywhere else, what are you doing? You're 2-6. You let this quarterback, who at one point was the expected number 1 draft pick in the league, and then he fell for a bunch of dumb reasons. Joe Flacco was your starting quarterback. He played horrible. You traded him away. Dylan Gabriel has not been playing well. He's 1-3, and why not just put Shedeur out there? See what you got. Mm-hmm. You have 2 weeks now because you have a bye week. Let him get healthy. Give Dylan Gabriel, but give a little wink to Shedeur, hey, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Also, Shade, there was a Browns reporter that posted a tweet or an Instagram post that was we need to see Shedeur. It's time for Shedeur, and Shedeur liked it. Which is ooh, Shade maybe. But then the reporter was hey, just so everyone knows, Shedeur liked my Instagram post. So I think that's...
I would like someone being hey, we want to see Des out there. And be yeah, sis, you're right.
No, I know, but some people are obviously he wants that, but if you're supposed to be quiet, and Shedeur was too quiet that
In
one
what
time.
world would Shedeur be quiet?
The world where they interviewed him about how he feels to not be the starting quarterback, and he didn't say anything. He just mouthed a bunch of words.
Exactly.
That world.
And that was the loudest interview you could have had.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yes.
So I think it's time. I'm ready to see Shedeur Sanders.
Let's just rip the band off,
I know.
dude. It's just let's see him, and he either balls out or he fails epically, and then great, everyone shuts up and we can move on from Shedeur, or we can root him the hell on.
Agreed.
Let's just get it over with.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Look at us. We agree on something.
Wow.
I think that's it for the league catch-up.
Yes.
But Des and I are about to introduce some new what are they called?
Segments. Sexy segments.
Sexy Drew and Dez's sexy segments.
Yes.
So the first one, we're gonna, as we've talked about in the past, but we're betting men and women in this house.
Yes, we are.
We don't win a lot. We made the worst bet ever last night.
It was quite awful with the Chiefs game. We could have won $300 with Mahomes rushing touchdown.
Yep.
And Travis having a touchdown.
Yep. And Zach Ertz having more than 35 yards.
Which he did, but
why? He did?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think Kelsey was... I thought...
Oh, Kelsey got a
touchdown.
Ertz did nothing, and Mahomes did nothing. What a shocker. So we did not win that bet.
But, so we're gonna share with you our bets. So I'm just gonna go out. It's fun to bet on primetime games. They say not to bet in teams and games you have a rooting interest for. So I'm gonna bet on the Ravens-Dolphins game. And I'm gonna do some crazy bets. So these are my Drew's Thursday night Dolphin showdown bets. $10 on this is going to get you $100. So, my boy Ollie Gordon, plus 0.5 rushing touchdown. Ollie Gordon's going to get a rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown. Ollie's going in the end zone for his second touchdown of his career. Lamar Jackson's coming back, most likely, after an injury. He's going to be ready to go up against one of the worst defenses in the league. Have him hitting over 35.5 rushing yards. Here's the crazy one. Here's where I'm this is going to be fun and crazy. Tua, plus 2.5 rushing yards. Tua's the rushing quarterback of the world, and Tua's running for over 2.5 rushing yards. It's happening. Lock it in stone. $10 gets you $100.
Is his eye better?
What?
Is his eye better?
His eye's going to... It doesn't matter. I hope his eye's worse.
Oh.
Because he plays great with no eye. So
okay.
Tua's gonna have a swollen right eye, and he's I can't run it. I can't throw as much. Looks like I'm going to be running. So that's my bet. $10 gets you $100. Lock it in, everyone. Sportsballers, you win this, I'll give you a big old high five.
Yes. We also want to be very clear. We don't know what we're doing. So if you guys decide to do the same bet as us, you're an idiot.
Yes.
So we're just calling that out now. So my bet, $10 for $75.
Ooh.
Okay. We have Derrick Henry for over 90 rushing yards. I think you could do it.
Against the awful, yes. 100%.
So what's interesting, you had Lamar Jackson going over 35 rushing yards. You make a good point, he against a bad defense, but I have him lower.
Because he's hurt?
Because of his hamstring injury.
Sure.
I have him lower than 35 rushing yards.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right. I'm second guessing it, but we're here now. Jalen Waddle, I have him for a touchdown. I think Waddle will get a touchdown in there, okay?
All right, I like it.
Yeah, so those are our bets.
Thursday night showdown.
We're going to see how that
Thursday
goes.
night thunder.
Yes.
The next thing we're going to do, we're going to start picking some games. We're going to start a friendly little competition here. I'm going to, whoever wins this season competition of picking the primetime games is going to, what?
I don't know. I thought you were saying this
no, I don't know.
An idea.
No, we don't.
No, just for pride and glory.
You know what? How about this?
Okay.
Sportsballers, we ask for comments and reviews. So comment in any way you can. Let us know what the loser has to do.
I hate this terribly, but sure, do it.
All right, so
Do it.
Because we're both really artistically inclined, so we're picking. So by the way, we're picking the primetime games.
Yep.
So Thursday night, Ravens at Dolphins. Sunday night, Seahawks at Commanders. Monday night, Cardinals at Cowboys.
Okay, but first one we're reviewing with our whiteboard. If you are not watching,
You better watch.
Thursday, Ravens versus Dolphins in 3, 2, and 1.
Yours is. Oh, you used colors.
Yeah.
What do you mean you got to use colors?
Because we have more than one color.
I know, but this is a Raven.
I would like everyone to know we both flipped over Ravens.
We drew a Raven. Raven
What the
logo.
hell, Drew?
What do you mean?
You want the Ravens to win?
I don't want the Ravens to win. I think they will. I'm a competitive person.
Bro, that's wild. Are you a real fan? I don't know.
Well, we'll see what happens when we get to... Well, I know you'll pick the Broncos, so it's fine.
I will always pick the Broncos.
I
That's my
know.
go-to thing. I used to be in a league where you had to pick winners and losers. I would never, ever, 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 ever pick the Broncos to lose.
And what's fun about that league is Dez would always usually win most losses.
Yes.
But people are like, oh, that's because she sucks. No, she was really good, and she would go for losses.
Yes, because
So-
no one else would, so
Yeah.
I just beat out the competition.
100%.
So I would always win because it was number one loser for lost games also got a part of the prize. All right, now we have Sunday night Seahawks versus Cardinals, you said?
Commanders.
Seahawks
at Commanders.
Sorry, Seahawks at Commanders.
Sunday night,
I have...
Ooh.
I have the Seahawks and Drew has the Commanders.
I have the Commanders.
Why?
I think it looks like Jaden Daniels will probably be back. And even if he's not, it doesn't.
Nope.
For sure it won't be back.
I just read this morning he's probably going to be out for week 9 as well.
Well, what I was going to say is, even if he is out for week 9, I liked what I saw from our little Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
And I think this is like do or die for them. And they need to win. They're going to be back at home. I think they're going to figure some stuff out. And I like them. I like the Commanders in this game.
Interesting. Okay, you make good points.
Thanks.
You almost swayed me. I think I'm still sticking with the Seahawks.
Well, you have to. You wrote it on a whiteboard. You can't change it.
I can't erase it. So I think I'm choosing the Seahawks.
Okay.
They have a great record. I don't think enough people are talking about them. They're a big hitter right now. So I think it's going to be a good game.
All
Sunday
right.
night. Okay. And last game, what do we got, Drew?
We have Cardinals at Cowboys. Monday night game. Cowboys just got annihilated by the Broncos. Cardinals are starting to really fall apart. Injuries all over the place. So that's what is happening there. And 3, 2, 1.
All right. We got the Cowboys.
Both of us picked the Cowboys. Des, why do you think the Cowboys are going to win?
They need to after
Okay,
being
yep.
absolutely embarrassed by the Broncos.
Yep.
So
And that's what I have too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals, I mean,
They don't look great.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
They're
So
not looking good.
our rubber game, if you will, they call that in baseball. Our rubber game is going to be the Seahawks Commanders because we both picked the Ravens and we both picked the Cowboys. So
What's a rubber game?
they call in baseball, which by the way, side note, Dodgers game last night, 18 innings. Holy cow! They're building hot take, maybe not. They're going to build a Freddie Freeman statue outside of Dodger Stadium.
Nice.
He has the most walk-off World Series home runs, which
Wow.
is 2, but the only player to have multiple World Series walk-off homers.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool. We're talking about football in this podcast. Anyway, what was the question?
Okay.
Oh, rubber game. So typically, teams play a series of 3 games. If the one team wins the first game and the other team wins the second game, they call the third game a rubber game to see who wins the series. So
yeah.
our rubber game is going to be the Seahawks Commanders because it's going to see who wins week 1.
Ooh, okay. Well,
So-
that's all we have.
That's it, guys.
Guys, leave reviews. Happy Hollows week. Happy Hollows Eve Spookville week.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait to see all your costumes.
Yeah, send us.
I won't have one.
I won't either. Well, I'll be literally in costume on Halloween because
you
I have a
will be in
show.
costume.
No one came to tell me you were Sportsball fans at the end of my game, so I still got free beers. And again, to clarify, this is for people I don't know. Friends and family don't count.
You still have 3 weeks.
Come see it.
Come see it. I know. With that being said, guys, thanks for listening. And once again, go
Bronc
Fans.
fans.